A small break in June by the cafe window light. The afternoon is warm and pale, the city feels polite. A cool glass on the wooden table, a book beside my hand. For once I let the quiet tell me I don't have to make a plan. I don't need to rush the next thing, I don't need to move so soon. I can breathe inside this moment in a small break in June. A small break in June, soft light filling up the room. I let the middle of the day become a gentle tune. A small break in June with my coffee and my page in this cafe by the window. I find a softer way. The leaves outside are moving slowly in a tender summer air. A quiet shadow crosses over the empty wooden chair. The street beyond the glass keeps turning, but it doesn't pull me in. I take a sip, I turn a page and feel myself begin. Maybe calm is not a weekend, maybe peace can come at noon. Maybe all I really needed was a small break in June. A small break in June, soft light filling up the room. I let the middle of the day become a gentle tune. A small break in June with my coffee and my page in this cafe by the window. I find a softer way. Let the hours keep unfolding, let the work wait for a while. Let the sunlight on the table bring my tired heart a smile. Not a long escape from living, not a dream too far to reach. Just a little quiet corner where the day feels kind to me. A small break in June, all my hurried thoughts unbloom. Every breath becomes more open in the soft cafe perfume. A small break in June with the world just out of tune. Before I return to the daylight, I let my heart make room. A small break in June, the afternoon is still. I sip my coffee, breathe again, and take the quiet with me. Cool latte, warm silence on a table by the glass. The afternoon is pale and tender, letting every hurry pass. The ice moves softly in the cup, the sunlight rests nearby. A little shadow from the window falls across the quiet sky. I don't need a louder moment, I don't need a brighter sign. There is comfort in the stillness and a slower state of mind. Cool latte, warm silence softly filling up the room. I let the afternoon surround me like a quiet cafe tune. Cool a book beside the window, I remember how to breathe. The street outside is slightly cloudy, like a watercolor view. The wooden chair is old and gentle, the light is passing through. A page is waiting in my fingers, but I don't force the line. I take a sip and let the quiet leave the busy world behind. Maybe rest is not a distance, maybe peace is close and small. A cool glass on a wooden table and no need to move at all. Cool latte, warm silence softly filling up the room. I let the afternoon surround me like a quiet cafe tune. Cool latte, warm silence, nothing asks too much of me. With a book beside the window, I remember how to breathe. Let the hours melt like cream, let the light move where it will. Let the cafe hold the middle of a day that won't stand still. I have chased enough this morning, I can leave the rush outside. In this gentle, quiet corner, there is room for me to hide. Cool latte, warm silence, every worry thins to air. All the weight I carried with me finds a softer landing there. Cool latte, warm silence, with the window open wide. Before I return to the daylight, I let peace arrive inside. Cool latte, warm silence. The afternoon feels slow. I close my eyes a moment and let the quiet grow. The afternoon is soft and clear through the cafe window light. A glass of latte on the table, catching gold and white. The city moves beyond the glass, but not too close to me. I sit here with an open book and let my breathing ease. I don't need to hurry now, I don't need to chase the day. For a little while the world outside can slowly drift away. Afternoon light in the cafe window, falling gently over me. I let the quiet find my shoulders, I let my restless thoughts go free. Afternoon light in the cafe window, soft enough to help me stay in this corner, calm and golden. the silence like a small and simple prayer. A page is waiting, half in shadow, half in summer air. The cup is cool beside my fingers. The room is warm and still, and every little sound around me softens what I feel. Maybe I can take this moment not to run, not to decide, just to sit inside the quiet with a little peace inside. Afternoon light in the cafe window, falling gently over me. I let the quiet find my shoulders. I let my restless thoughts go free. Afternoon light in the cafe window, soft enough to help me stay in this corner, calm and golden. I return to my own way. Let the streets keep moving slowly, let the hours pass outside. I have found a gentle shelter where my busy thoughts can hide. Not the morning, not the evening, just the middle of the day, where a quiet cup of coffee lets the wait begin to fade. Afternoon light in the cafe window turns the room to amber air. Every worry grows a little softer in the stillness waiting there. Afternoon light in the cafe window, with a book and time to breathe. Before I go back to the daylight, I find the calm I need. Afternoon light in the cafe window, the city hums below. I sip the quiet, turn the page, and let the moment slow. A latte on the wooden table, catching afternoon light. The city moves beyond the window, soft and out of sight. I open up a quiet page and let the moment stay. The world can keep its busy rhythm just a little far away. I don't need to move so quickly, I don't need to know it all. In this cafe, time is gentle, and the heavy thoughts can fall. Latte on the wooden table, slow time in a quiet room. I let the afternoon surround me like a soft and golden tune. Latte on the wooden table, light is resting on the floor in this peaceful cafe corner. I don't have to hurry anymore. The glass is cool beneath my fingers, the coffee fades to cream. The book beside me waits in silence like a half-remembered dream. A little shadow from the window moves across the chair, and every sound around the cafe feels lighter in the air. Maybe rest is not escaping, maybe calm is something small. A sip, a page, a softer breath, a little pause from it all. Latte on the wooden table, slow time in a quiet room. I let the afternoon surround me like a soft and golden tune. Latte on the wooden table, light is resting on the floor in this peaceful cafe corner. I don't have to hurry anymore. Let the street keep turning outside, let the sunlight come and go. I have found a slower feeling in the afternoon's warm glow. Not the start, not the ending, just a space between the two, where a cup of coffee teaches how to gently make it through. Latte on the wooden table, quiet comfort, soft and clear. All the noise inside me loosens when the cafe light is near. Latte on the wooden table, with a book and room to breathe before I go back to the day. I take this calm with me. Latte on the wooden table, the afternoon feels still. I turn the page, I breathe again, and let the quiet fill. Quiet page after lunch, the cafe light is low. The city hums beyond the glass, but softly like it knows. My latte leaves a little ring upon the wooden grain. I open up a book again and let the calm remain. I don't need to rush back yet, I don't need to move too much. There is peace inside the turning of a quiet page after lunch. A quiet page after lunch, soft light falling through the room. I let the afternoon come closer like a gentle golden tune. A quiet page after lunch, with the world just out of touch. In this cafe by the window, I find a little space enough. The chair beside me stays empty, the table holds the sun. A pencil waits beside my notebook for thoughts that slowly come. The shadows stretch across the floor in warm and muted lines, and every word I read today leaves the busy world behind. Maybe focus comes more softly when I stop asking for too much. Maybe all I need is coffee and a quiet page after lunch. A quiet page after lunch, soft light falling through the room. I let the afternoon come closer like a gentle golden tune. A quiet page after lunch, with the world just out of touch. In this cafe by the window, I find a little space enough. Let the hours move around me, let the street keep passing by. I have found a calmer rhythm in the middle of the sky. Not a morning full of promise, not the evening turning blue, just this tender afternoon, and a page to guide me through. A quiet page after lunch, all my restless thoughts unwind. Every line becomes a doorway to a slower state of mind. A quiet page after lunch, with my latte near the light. Before I return to working, I let my heart feel quiet. A quiet page after lunch. The cafe breathes with me. I turn the page, I take my time, and let the moment be. Soft shadows in the cafe corner stretch across the floor. The afternoon is quiet here beside the wooden door. A little light through summer leaves falls gently on my chair. I sit with coffee, book in silence, breathing softer air. I don't need to fill the moment, I don't need to ask for more. There is comfort in the stillness, waiting near the corner door. Soft shadows in the cafe corner hold the afternoon for me. I let the noise outside grow distant, I let my tired thoughts be free. Soft shadows in the cafe corner, warm and quiet, calm and slow. In this little space of sunlight, I remember how to let go. The latte glass is almost empty, the ice has settled low. The page is resting in my fingers, but the words can move slow. The city passes by the window with a gentle faded sound, and every small thing in this cafe helps my heart come back down. Maybe rest is made of corners where the brighter hours fade. Maybe peace is in the shadow that the softest light has made. Soft shadows in the cafe corner hold the afternoon for me. I let the noise outside grow distant, I let my tired thoughts be free. Soft shadows in the cafe corner, warm and quiet, calm and slow. In this little space of sunlight, I remember how to let go. Let the tables keep their whisper, let the streets stay far away. Let the golden light move slowly through the middle of the day. I have rushed through too much brightness, I have carried too much sound. Now this gentle cafe corner lets my restless heart slow down. Soft shadows in the cafe corner wrap the room in amber air. Every worry feels less heavy when the quiet meets me there. Soft shadows in the cafe corner, with my coffee and my page before I return to the daylight. I find a softer way. Soft shadows in the cafe corner, the afternoon is kind. I close the book and breathe a little, with a calmer state of mind. The afternoon is moving gently through the cafe window light. A quiet cup, an open book, and sunlight soft and white. The city keeps its busy rhythm somewhere past the glass, but in this room of wooden warmth, the hurried moments pass. I don't need to chase the hours, I don't need to wear a crown. For a little while I'm learning how to let the afternoon slow down. Let the afternoon slow down. Let the light fall on the table. Let the noise outside grow softer. Let my heart feel calm and able. Let the afternoon slow down. In this cafe, warm and still, with my coffee and my quiet, I can breathe the way I will. A shadow moves across the floor from leaves outside the pane. The latte glass is cool and bright with little clouds of cream. A page is waiting in my hands, but nothing has to start. This gentle pause between the tasks is kindness for my heart. Maybe rest is not a reason, maybe peace is just allowed. In the middle of the day, I let the afternoon slow down. Let the afternoon slow down. Let the light fall on the table. Let the noise outside grow softer. Let my heart feel calm and able. Let the afternoon slow down. In this cafe, warm and still, with my coffee and my quiet, I can breathe the way I will. Let the world keep turning outside. Let the street lights is something in this stillness that my tired thoughts can learn. Not the morning, not the evening, just a softer shade of day, where a quiet cafe corner helps the heavy fade away. Let the afternoon slow down, let the room be soft around me. Every worry grows more distant, every breath comes back gently. Let the afternoon slow down, with the sunlight on the ground. Before I return to the day, I let my quiet self be found. Let the afternoon slow down. The cafe hums so low. I sip my coffee, turn the page, and let the silence grow. Reading beside the city glass in the pale afternoon. The cafe hums in quiet colors, like a softly spoken tune. A latte rests beside my pages, cool beneath the light. The street outside keeps moving on, but gently out of sight. I don't need to follow every sound, I don't need the hours to last. I can find a little stillness, reading beside the city glass. Reading beside the city glass, let the afternoon move slow. Every line becomes a doorway to a calmer place I know. Reading beside the city glass, with the soft light falling through. In this cafe, warm and quiet, I come back to something true. The wooden table holds my elbows, the chair is old and kind. A shadow from the window frame moves slowly through my mind. The city writes its silver stories on the other side, but here the words inside my book give my thoughts a place to hide. Maybe focus comes like sunlight, not too bright and not too fast, just a gentle kind of rhythm. Reading beside the city glass. Reading beside the city glass, let the afternoon move slow. Every line becomes a doorway to a calmer place I know. Reading beside the city glass, with the soft light falling through. In this cafe, warm and quiet, I come back to something true. Let the footsteps pass below me, let the traffic fade away. I have found a softer corner in the middle of the day. Not a rush and not an ending, just a page, a cup of you, where the city feels less heavy and the quiet carries through. Reading beside the city glass, all my restless thoughts unwind. Every word becomes a shelter for a slower state of mind. Reading beside the city glass with my coffee near the page. Before I return to the daylight, I find a gentler way. Reading beside the city glass, the cafe breeze so low. I turn the page and take my time and let the moment flow. The street feels far away today, beyond the cafe glass. The afternoon moves quietly and lets the traffic pass. A little latte by my book, a shadow on the chair. The city keeps on turning, but I don't have to meet it there. I can hear the world outside, but it doesn't call my name. In this corner full of soft light, everything feels less the same. The street feels far away, though it's just beyond the window. I let the cafe hold me here, where the quiet feelings go. The street feels far away, and my heart can slowly stay. With a cup, a page, a little light, I let the noise drift away. A bicycle rolls by slowly, like a line inside a dream. The sidewalk shines in summer haze, the air is warm and clean. The wooden table holds my silence, the glass is cool and still. I read a line, then breathe a while, and let the moment fill. Maybe distance is a kindness, maybe peace is made this way. Close enough to see the world, far enough to step away. The street feels far away, though it's just beyond the window. I let the cafe hold me here, where the quiet feelings go. The street feels far away, and my heart can slowly stay. With a cup, a page, a little light, I let the noise drift away. Let the footsteps keep on passing, let the doors open and close. I have found a gentle shelter where the afternoon moves slow. Not a hiding, not an ending, just a place to softly be, where the city loses sharpness and the quiet comes to me. The street feels far away in the pale and tender glow. Every thought that felt too crowded finds a softer place to go. The street feels far away, but the room feels warm and near. In this cafe by the window, I can finally settle here. The street feels far away. is low, I turn the page, I breathe again, and let the afternoon flow. Coffee notes and slow time on a wooden table wide. The afternoon is soft enough to let my thoughts arrive. A pencil waits beside the page, a quiet line begins. The cafe hums around me like a song beneath my skin. I don't need to finish everything, I don't need a perfect sign. I can follow one small thought through coffee notes and slow time. Coffee notes and slow time. Let the afternoon be kind. Every word becomes a window, every breath clears my mind. Coffee notes and slow time, with a light across the page. In this cafe, calm and steady, I find my working pace. The latte glass is cool and cloudy, the sunlight fades to cream. The city outside keeps moving like a quiet silver stream. I write a sentence, pause a little, let the silence stay. There's no need to force the rhythm of this easy afternoon day. Maybe focus comes in whispers, maybe peace is not a climb. Maybe work can feel more gentle with coffee notes and slow time. Coffee notes and slow time. Let the afternoon be kind. Every word becomes a window, every breath clears my mind. Coffee notes and slow time, with the light across the page. In this cafe, calm and steady, I find my working pace. Let the inbox wait a moment, let the plan stay soft and small. Let the music in the corner make a room around it all. I don't have to push the hours, I don't have to lose my way. I can move through what is needed in a quieter shade of day. Coffee notes and slow time. All the scattered thoughts align. Every little thing feels lighter in the pale cafe sunshine. Coffee notes and slow time, with my heart no longer rushed before I return to the daylight. I begin again with trust. Coffee notes and slow time. The afternoon is clear. I close the page, I take a breath, and keep the quiet near. Pale sun on the cafe floor in a quiet afternoon. The window holds a softer sky, the room a warmer tune. A cup is cooling on the table, a book is open wide, and every little shadow makes a slower place inside. I don't need to ask for more, I don't need to reach the door. I can rest my restless heart with pale sun on the cafe floor. Pale sun on the cafe floor, softly spreading through the room. I let the middle of the day become a quiet bloom. Pale sun on the cafe floor, light enough to make me stay in this corner, calm and gentle. I let the hurry fade away. The chairs are touched by amber, the wooden grain is bright. A plant beside the window catches little leaves of light. The city feels like watercolor moving past the glass. I take a sip and watch the afternoon arrive and slowly pass. Maybe beauty lives in stillness, maybe peace is something small. A little light across the floor that asks nothing at all. Pale sun on the cafe floor, softly spreading through the room. I let the middle of the day become a quiet bloom. Pale sun on the cafe floor, light enough to make me stay in this corner, calm and gentle. I let the hurry fade away. Let the morning be behind me, let the evening wait its turn. There is grace inside this hour, there is something here to learn. Not too bright and not too heavy, just a gentle shade of gold, where the quiet keeps me company and the afternoon unfolds. Pale sun on the cafe floor, turning silence into warmth. Every worry grows more distant, every breath becomes more sure. Pale sun on the cafe floor, with my coffee by the page. Before I step back into motion, I find a softer way. Pale sun on the cafe floor, the room is calm and clear. I sit a little longer and let the light stay near. cafe light is soft. The morning feels behind me now, the evening's still far off. A latte waits beside my book, the table holds the sun. I breathe between the things I've done and all that's yet to come. I don't need to know the ending, I don't need to find the way. I can rest inside the middle, halfway through the day. Halfway through the day, I let the quiet hold me, with the city past the window, moving low and slowly. Halfway through the day, I find a softer place to stay, with my coffee, book and breathing, I let the rush drift away. A pencil rolls beside my notebook, a shadow crosses cream. The cafe hums around the room like music in a dream. The street outside is bright and muted, the glass is cool and clear, and all the little sounds around me make the moment feel near. Maybe I can start again without throwing time away. Maybe peace can meet me here, halfway through the day. Halfway through the day, I let the quiet hold me, with the city past the window, moving low and slowly. Halfway through the day, I find a softer place to stay, with my coffee, book and breathing, I let the rush drift away. Let the morning be completed, let the evening wait its turn. There is wisdom in the pause, there is something still to learn. Not behind and not arriving, not too tired to begin. Just a gentle afternoon, where I can gather light within. Halfway through the day, all my scattered thoughts align. Every breath becomes a bridge to a calmer state of mind. Halfway through the day, in this cafe's quiet grace, before I return to motion, I come back to my own pace. Halfway through the day, the afternoon is kind. I sip my coffee, turn the page, and leave the rush behind. Becomes gentle in the afternoon light. The notebook opens quietly, the page is calm and white. A cup of coffee by my elbow, a pencil in my hand. The city hums beyond the window like a soft and distant band. I don't need to push the hours, I don't need to force the line. I can move a becomes gentle and the day begins to ease. Every thought can find its rhythm, like sunlight through the trees. Where work becomes gentle in this cafe by the glass, I can do what needs doing without moving quite so fast. The wooden table keeps me steady. The room is warm and low. A little plant beside the window turns its leaves toward the glow. I write a word, then pause and listen to the brushed and easy sound. The afternoon is not a burden when the quiet comes around. Maybe focus has a softness, maybe progress can be kind. Maybe all I need is music and a little peace of mind. Where work becomes gentle and the day begins to ease. Every thought can find its rhythm, like sunlight through the trees. Where work becomes gentle in this cafe by the glass, I can do what needs doing without moving quite so fast. Let the deadline stay outside me, let the noise become less near. I have found a better tempo in this calm atmosphere. Not a race and not a struggle, not a weight I have to wear. Just a page, a cup, a window, and a quieter kind of care. Where work becomes gentle, all the scattered pieces meet. Every breath becomes more open, every task feels less complete. Where work becomes gentle, I can trust my slower pace. Before I step back into daylight, I return with quiet grace. Where work becomes gentle, the cafe hums so low. I close my notes and breathe again, with calm enough to go. Seat for reading in the quiet cafe light. The afternoon is soft enough to make the pages bright. A latte cools beside my hand. The city moves below, but every sound beyond the glass feels gentle, far and slow. I don't need to turn the page before the words arrive. I can let the silence hold me while the story comes alive. A window seat for reading, where the light falls tenderly. Every line becomes a doorway to a calmer part of me. A window seat for reading, with the world beyond the glass. In this peaceful cafe corner, I can let the hurry pass. The wooden table keeps me grounded. The chair is worn and kind. A little shadow from the window moves softly through my mind. The book is not a place to hide, but somewhere I can breathe. A quiet room inside the day where I can simply paragraph and pause. Maybe peace is in a moment that is asking nothing more. A window seat for reading, where the light falls tenderly. Every line becomes a doorway to a calmer part of me. A window seat for reading, with the world beyond the glass. In this peaceful cafe corner, I can let the hurry pass. Let the traffic keep on passing, let the afternoon unfold. I have found a little shelter in the amber, in the gold. Not a place outside my life, not a dream too far to reach. Just a chair beside the window and a book that lets me breathe. A window seat for reading, all my restless thoughts release. Every page becomes a garden, every breath returns to peace. A window seat for reading, with my coffee by the view. Before I step back into daylight, I come home to something true. A window seat for reading, the cafe hums so low. I close the book a little slowly and let the quiet grow. The afternoon holds me lightly in a room of beige and gold. A quiet cup, a shaded window, and a story half untold. The city fades to watercolor on the other side of glass. I let the middle of the day arrive and gently pass. I don't need to carry tightly everything I thought I knew. There is room inside this silence for a softer point of view. The afternoon holds me lightly, not too close and not too far. Like a song beneath the daylight, like a quiet little star. The afternoon holds me lightly, with a warmth I almost missed. In this cafe calm and tender, I can loosen into this. A little plant beside the window turns its leaves toward the sun. The table keeps its easy stillness, like the work is almost done. My latte leaves a pale reflection in the soft and muted light. And every breath I take feels slower, every thought becomes less tight. Maybe I don't need escaping, maybe I just need to stay where the light is kind enough to let the hurry fade away. The afternoon holds me lightly, not too close and not too far. Like a song beneath the daylight, like a quiet little star. The afternoon holds me lightly, with a warmth I almost missed. In this cafe too still and not too loud, just a softer kind of moment, like a break beneath the clouds. The afternoon holds me lightly, every worry turns less strong, every shadow on the table finds a place inside the song. The afternoon holds me lightly, with my coffee, book and breath. Before I return to motion, I remember I can rest. The afternoon holds me lightly, the room is warm and clear. I sit a little longer and let the calm stay near. Quiet cafe, open mind, the pages wide and clear. A pencil rests beside my coffee, and the daylight gathers near. The window holds the muted city in a soft and silver frame. I came in feeling scattered, but I don't leave the same. I don't need to force the answer, I don't need to draw the line. Thoughts can find a better shape in quiet cafe, open mind. Quiet cafe, open mind, let the afternoon align. Every breath becomes a space, every word becomes a sign. Quiet cafe, open mind, with the light across the page, I can sort the day more gently at a slower, kinder pace. The tables speak in wooden whispers, the air is calm and warm. The street outside keeps moving, but it cannot reach the storm. A note begins, then turns to nothing, then becomes a little more. The quiet helps me understand what I was looking for. Maybe clarity is patient, maybe focus takes its time, maybe peace can organize me in quiet cafe, open mind. Quiet cafe, open mind, let the afternoon align. Every breath becomes a space, every word becomes a sign. Quiet cafe, open mind, with the light across the page, I can sort the day more gently at a slower, kinder pace. Let the crowded thoughts untangle, let the soft jazz keep the room. Let the sun through dusty windows give the heavy parts more room. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need to solve it all, just a quiet place to listen when the busy pieces fall. Quiet cafe, open mind, all the scattered hours unwind. Every little thing feels clearer in the mellow afternoon shine. Quiet cafe, open mind, with my coffee cool and slow. Before I go back to the daylight, I know which way to go. Quiet cafe, open mind, the page is calm and wide. I I close my notes, I breathe once more and carry peace outside. Stillness between two tasks in the cafe afternoon. A half-closed book, a cooling cup, a quiet little tune. The work I left is waiting, the next thing has not begun. For now I sit beside the window in the softer part of sun. I don't need to fill the space, I don't need to move too fast. There is something I can learn in stillness between two tasks. Stillness between two tasks. Let the quiet help me last. Let the middle of the day give the hurry somewhere past. Stillness between two tasks. With a breath I didn't ask. In this cafe by the window I can take off every mask. A pencil lies across the page like it knows I need a pause. The street outside keeps changing without asking me, because a plant is leaning toward the light, the wooden chair is warm, and every little sound around me makes a shelter from the storm. Maybe rest can be this simple, maybe peace does not need facts. Just a cup, a chair, a window, and stillness between two tasks. Stillness between two tasks. Let the quiet help me last. Let the middle of the day give the hurry somewhere past. Stillness between two tasks. With a breath I didn't ask. In this cafe by the window I can take off every mask. Let the next page wait a moment. Let the inbox stay unread. Let the jazz move through the silence like a hand beneath my head. Not a stop and not surrender, just a softer way to go. I can pause and still continue. I can rest and still grow. Stillness between two tasks. All the scattered pressure thins. Every minute feels more spacious when the quiet settles in. Stillness between two tasks. With my coffee by the glass. Before I return to motion, I let the calmness last. Stillness between two tasks. The afternoon is clear. I take a breath, I turn the page, and keep the quiet near. a softer hour for myself in the cafe afternoon, a quiet cup, a gentle chair, and sunlight through the room. The city moves beyond the window, but it does not pull me in. I let the middle of the day become a place to begin. I don't need to give the world every corner of my mind. I can keep this little moment like a kindness I can find. A softer hour for myself, with the light upon the shelf, with my coffee by the window. I return to something felt, a softer hour for myself, not for anyone else. In this cafe, calm and golden, I remember how to rest. The book is open on the table, but the page can wait a while. The glass is cool beneath my fingers, and the room begins to smile. A small plant leans into the daylight, like it knows the softer way. Nothing here is asking more than I can give today. Maybe peace is not a distance, maybe calm is not a wealth. Maybe it is simply choosing a softer hour for myself. A softer hour for myself, with the light upon the shelf, with my coffee by the window. I return to something felt, a softer hour for myself, not for anyone else. In this cafe, calm and golden, I remember how to rest. Let the work stay on the outside, let the hurry lose its name. Let the jazz move through the silence like a low and tender flame. I have spent so many hours being useful, being strong. Now I sit here with the daylight and let myself belong. A softer hour for myself, every worry starts to melt. Every shadow on the table turns to quiet, turns to help. A softer hour for myself, with a breath I almost missed. Before I return to daylight, I let my heart soften into this. A softer hour for myself. The afternoon is still. I close my eyes a moment and let the quiet fill. Through the cafe, leaves falling softly on the wall. The afternoon is green and gold and asking nothing at all. A latte shines beside my book. The table feels so warm. The city blurs beyond the glass in a gentle summer form. I don't need a brighter place, I don't need a farther dream. There is beauty in the quiet, where the light moves through the green, light through the cafe leaves softly moving over me. Every little shadow dances in a slow and easy breeze. Light through the cafe leaves with my coffee and my page. In this peaceful afternoon, I find a calmer way. The plant beside the window turns its small leaves to the sun. The wooden chair is waiting like the day has just begun. A passing cloud makes silver of the street beyond the pane, and all the sounds around the cafe settle into gentle rain. Maybe rest is made of details, maybe peace is made of trees. Maybe calm can find me simply through the cafe leaves. Light through the cafe leaves, softly moving over me. Every little shadow dances in a slow and easy breeze. Light through the cafe leaves with my coffee and my page. In this peaceful afternoon, I find a calmer way. Let the sunlight break in pieces, let the shadows come and go. Let the leaves make little patterns where my scattered thoughts can slow. Not too bright and not too heavy, just a tender shade of June. In the corner of this cafe, I can breathe inside the tune. Light through the cafe leaves turns the room to quiet green. All the hurry I was holding feels a little less unseen. Light through the cafe leaves with the city past the glass. Before I return to motion, I let this gentle moment last. Light through the cafe leaves. The afternoon is kind. I sip my coffee, turn the page, and clear my tired mind. Back to the day, calm and clear. The cafe light is low. My coffee cup is nearly empty. The afternoon moves slow. The book is closed beside the window. The notes are tucked away. I feel the quiet I have gathered come with me into the day. I don't have to leave this stillness when I step outside from here. I can carry this soft rhythm back to the day, calm and clear. Back to the day, calm and clear, with the quiet staying near. I take the light from this cafe and let it guide me through the air. Back to the day, calm and clear. No more rushing, no more fear. With a softer heart inside me, I can meet what waits from here. table holds the sun. The city waits beyond the doorway, but I don't need to run. A little shadow, a little silence, a little time to breathe. I've turned the middle of the day into something I can keep. Maybe rest can travel with me, maybe peace can reappear. If I take one gentle breath back to the day, calm and clear. Back to the day, calm and clear, with the quiet staying near. I take the light from this cafe and let it guide me through the air. Back to the day, calm and clear, no more rushing, no more fear. With a softer heart inside me, I can meet what waits from here. Let the pages close behind me, let the work begin again. I have found a better tempo in the softer afternoon. Not an ending, not a goodbye, just a calmer way to go. From the window to the doorway, with the jazz still moving low. Back to the day, calm and clear, with the cafe warmth still here. Every task feels less demanding, every thought feels more sincere. Back to the day, calm and clear, with the sunlight in my mind. I leave the room but keep the quiet, like a song I carry inside. Back to the day, calm and clear, the afternoon is wide. I step away from the cafe with a slower peace inside. Mm.